Welcome, fantabulous souls, to Psychically Speaking. I'm Psychic Lisa Ann, your host on this transformative journey of body, mind, and spirit. Join me, a psychic medium and healer, as we explore the wonders of life, share experiences, and grow together. Whether you're new to spirituality, an old soul, an empath, or a seasoned professional, this podcast has something special just for you. So let's dive in and embark on a journey of learning, healing, and personal growth together. Today's podcast is all about you, and it's all about unleashing those proudest moments. We're going to be having you explore your happiest, your funniest, and your proudest moments, while also allowing you to discover that unexpected strength and courage that you have. So today's is going to be a journey of self-reflection and celebration and unleashing our personal power and positivity. Now, I thought this was a fantastic idea for a podcast because we're going to be doing some exercises that are really going to encourage some self-reflection and positive thinking. And I really do think you're going to find this very uplifting. The reason why I decided to do this is because there's so many times when I talk to people that are just so hard on themselves. We tend to be very abusive of ourselves. We're always thinking of how we could have done something better or faster, or how we should be able to figure things out. And a lot of times we spend so much time focusing on the things that we think we're doing wrong that we forget about all the things we're doing right. We forget about all those positive moments that we've already experienced because we're busy on a mission for something. So I'm really going to encourage you today, if you are busy doing something, if you're listening to this while you're driving or in between something important, I'm really going to encourage you to just hit the pause button now and get back to this later when you really can give yourself maybe 15, 20 minutes of just uninterrupted time. All right, so for those of you who are still with me and ready to go, let's do this. One, we're going to talk about our happiest memory. Now, what I want you to do with this is just really get yourself in a quiet space and just kind of take a moment to bring your focus to your breathing and just give yourself permission to let go of any worry or concern, any stress or tension, anything that has been a distraction for you over these last few days. And just take a few minutes to just bring your focus to a nice, even, steady breath in and out. And as you do this, as you allow your mind to begin to relax, just take a moment to give your body permission to let go of any pain or discomfort, any stress or tension. And just make sure you're feeling very comfortable. Make sure anything that can be distracting you has been turned off, doors are closed, and you're really just taking these few minutes to focus on yourself. So this first memory that we're going to focus on is going to be a happy memory. So I really want you to think of one of your happiest memories. Now, I will tell you, I have a lot of happy memories, but I would say probably my two happiest memories are when I had my children, my son and my daughter. I still can remember those moments like it was yesterday. And just that feeling of like seeing your child for the first time and just this overwhelming feeling of happiness like I have never experienced in my life. So that's one of my happiest moments. And as you're thinking of your happiest moment, I want you to just allow yourself to really connect with the energy. Put yourself in that moment. What did you feel like? What were the thoughts that you were having? Really allow yourself to connect with that moment. Excellent work. Now we are going to move to one of the funniest memories that you have. And again, just take a moment to just clear your mind and just allow whatever memory comes to you. It can be a funny moment of something when you were a child. It could be something you did this morning or last week, but just don't try to force it. Just allow whatever comes to you. And I have to tell you, I have a lot of very funny moments. I wouldn't even know where to begin to share them. I tend to do some very silly things sometimes. So I could sit here and pull them out of my hat for like the next few hours. But go ahead and take a few moments to think about your funniest memory. Great work. Sometimes it is so helpful to just embrace the lighter side of life and to really just find humor in the most unexpected places. I have been in some really horrific, stressful situations where something just so silly happened in the moment, and no matter how serious the moment was, it just gave everybody that good laugh, just gave you that second of a break and just lightened up the energy and just gave you a new focus. So let's move on to the next exercise. Now this, I'm going to ask you to dig really deep. I want you to think about one of your proudest moments. I will tell you, for me, one of my proudest moments was when I opened up this shop when I used to live in New York. This one of my first big shops that I had done all by myself and when I say all by myself, I don't mean like I built it myself. I mean all by myself with the help of volunteers. And what I mean by that is I wasn't able to get like a bank loan or any kind of specialized financing. So I had to do it all on my own. And while I was able to scrape together the money, I literally physically did do the work along with other people who were so thoughtful and helpful in helping me to build the place because they volunteered their time. So go ahead and think of your proudest moment. So how was that? Were you able to really connect with the energy of what that felt like and how significant that felt for you? It's so important to be able to recognize and celebrate those achievements that you have, no matter how big or how small they are. You ready for the final exercise? This next one is going to allow you, or I'm going to ask you, to connect with a memory or connect with a time where you really surprised yourself with your strength and courage. A time where you really overcame a challenge or you faced a fear. I will tell you, it's really funny. Somebody was asking me the other day where I was from, and I was talking about when I left New York and moved to North Carolina, and that I had moved by myself. And it was so funny because as I was telling the story, I thought, oh, I was really very courageous doing that. Like at the time, you're so caught up. I was so caught up in all the things that I had to do and the stress of the move and, relocating to a new place where I really didn't know a lot of people. And, it's not until hindsight when you're telling the story that you really realize, like, wow, that was a pretty courageous thing I did. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to just take a step back and allow yourself to have that memory. Think about a time where you really surprised yourself with your strength and your courage. So how was that one? I have to tell you, I think that's my most favorite one. There's just something about thinking back to these things that you've overcome, this time where you just found that inner strength and courage that not only helps you to move forward, but it gives you that feeling that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. And I think that's a really important part of this exercise. And I want to remind you that these moments of just personal empowerment, they can be found in so many different aspects of our lives. And I'm going to encourage you to really revisit these exercises whenever you need that boost of positivity. And, when you do this, share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Help them to really take their personal power back. And remember to always keep the tone positive and always be supportive of yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed these exercises. And remember, you have all the tools that you need to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with a friend and hit subscribe. For more about my free live weekly happy hour via Zoom, my work, or visiting my Body, Mind, Spirit spa and gift shop in historic downtown Southern Pines, North Carolina, visit spiritquestnc.com. Remember, life isn't always rainbows and butterflies, but each and every day, you have the power to be fantabulous. Embrace that power. Let your inner light shine. Until next time, stay empowered and keep embracing life's magic.